Hey guys, Jeff Wolf, president and founder of Iconic Auctions. Now, if you watch some of our videos, in particular our videos on Led Zeppelin, I probably sound like a broken record because we've had the privilege of having several Led Zeppelin group signed records, but I always have to emphasize that Led Zeppelin records are arguably some of the scarcest in classic rock. Of course, we all know the Beatles, and you don't see a lot of their signed records out there. The Beatles signed at least several hundred records. To date, there's only about 30 or so known Led Zeppelin complete, fully band signed records in entirety. And of course, in my hands, I have one of the group's more popular albums, Houses of the Holy. This is an original first French pressing, and it's fully signed by all four members. We got Jimmy Page, Jimmy Page down here. We've got John Bonham over here. We've got Robert Plant over here, and last but certainly not least, we have their legendary bassist John Paul Jones, who signed up here. Now the album's in great condition. The only thing I could say is that it's kind of hard to see. It's one of those things that's kind of subtle unless you really look at it in focus light. On John Paul Jones, it looks like the pen didn't take at first, so that he had to strike it a few times and kind of try to do his J over 3 or 4 times before it finally took. So you see some impressions of J's where John was trying to start up his signature, but eventually it started. He ended up executing a beautiful signature along with everybody else, all signed in the light area. Now, Led Zeppelin was one of those bands that was hard to get. They were not a teeny bopper band like the Beatles were in the beginning. The Beatles did some in-store signings and whatnot. Led Zeppelin was very edgy for their time. They did not go do in-store signings. So the only way you really got Led Zeppelin albums signed was the scant few. There was a couple in-person collectors that floated around in the world that would chase after them, or they were signed for their inner circle. Therefore, there's virtually, none that exist. Most of them are in private collections of the few dozen that are authentic, that are known to exist. So when these come around, I can't overstate to you the rarity. In particular on Houses of the Holy, this is only the 5th known authentic, fully signed example to ever exist. And of course, this is, I think, only the 2nd one we've ever personally handled in almost 20 years of running auctions. So you'll definitely want to make sure to check this out if you're looking for Led Zeppelin, or in particular, if you're looking for Houses of the Holy. Now is the time to act. Who knows when we'll see another one, if we'll ever see another one. This is in our auction. It's closing this Saturday. And if you want this piece to be in your collection, you're going to have to log on and bid, okay? So make sure to log on and bid at iconicauctions.com.